What's up, YouTube and YouTube Golf? My name is Bill, and I am a horrible golfer. Probably also a horrible YouTuber, who knows, but I have started my journey back. I haven't played golf in 15 years, and through watching YouTube Golf and, kind of some special mentions to some of the big guys, Grant Horvat, even Phil Mickelson, Bob Does Sports, the Bryan Bros, and let's see, Rick Shiels. That group of golfers is somebody that I have, a group that I have started watching. If you haven't seen them, go look at them. It's Grant Horvat Golfs. You got the Bryan Bros Golf, Rick Shiels. Everybody knows Phil Mickelson if you love golf, and Bob Does Sports. They all kind of have helped me in different ways. Getting back to a game that I haven't played, like I said, in 15 years. I love golf. I never really got really good. I think my highest score was 108, maybe 106, but 108. I still haven't broken 100. But I would play, let's say 3 times a year, maybe 4 times a year at the most. Never really went to the driving range. Didn't do a lot of the things that golfers need to do if they really want to improve the score. Having watched these YouTube golfers, and again, a special mention, especially Rick Shiels and Grant Horvat. Something about not just the way they talk, but the way they swing, their golf swings, the way they approach the game, has connected with me in a certain way and really got me to kind of focus on, before I started going back to golf, focus on actually some of the fundamentals, some of the different things you're going, your approach to the ball, your takeaway, especially the takeaway and the approach. My setup has always been horrible. One thing that Grant mentioned, and it was the first thing I've used, was just the swinging of the hip and where to place your play. I was one of those people that would take my hip, swing it way out over my other leg, and that would just throw my swing all off. Topped it a lot. Especially my irons, topped them a lot. So that's really helped me. Now, one thing I will do, I've only been to the driving range twice. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this because, let me tell you, to be honest, the first time I went a couple days ago, it was about as bad as I'd ever hit. Surprising thing is the change of moving my weight over to my forward leg, which is again something that both Rick and Grant mentioned, and even in chipping, I was watching some with Phil Mickelson, just that, where to place your weight, things like that. Those are just things that I'm kind of learning. So as we go with this channel, I will pick up today. Swung much better. I'll kind of talk about that in a second. But as we go with this channel, it is something that I am going to use for myself. If you guys enjoy it or I pick up, that's awesome. I am approaching that senior level. I am 55 years old. I do not have the strength anymore. So I have to build that back up. I've been rather unhealthy through a long time. Part of the reason why I haven't played. So I have no strength really left in my body, if I'm honest. My arms, my hips, my whole swing, my legs. I went to get this morning, and they're hurting today. They're barking like dogs. But having said that, I feel incredibly good. I hit the ball better today. Driver, the woods, still going to be an issue. Have never been able to hit a driver. Have never really bought a good driver. I am probably going to be looking at that as I go forward. But for right now, I've put together a small set of clubs. I'll go over those the next time I get on here, so we can kind of show them to you. What I have, what I'm just starting with. We'll talk about what I've been looking at, some of the things that I've heard on YouTube or read. I will stick most of this to what I am learning on YouTube Golf. I think YouTube Golf is something that is kind of beginning to get some traction. I love that. I love that, the one thing I love about golf, I've always loved about golf, is just the fact that it is a great equalizer. It brings people of all sorts of income levels, all sorts of physical abilities, all sorts of just, your ability to play sports, whether you are built, you have muscles, whatever it is. There is a game in golf for you, and I love that. As I approach, my senior years now, I am looking to take this a little bit more serious, get to the driving range 4 or 5, if every day, maybe. But playing a good 9 holes every week for now. Thinking about joining a league. I'm not sure about that right now because right on I missed one of the leagues, but we'll go from there. I know I'm in Connecticut, so we do not have golf season all year round. I will be joining an indoor league. As much as I can bring you guys along on that, I will. And we'll see. We'll see where this goes. But it is nice to meet you guys. I hope you enjoy the channel. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I will say, I called it Fat Man Golfing. To me it kind of sounded like Dead Man Walking. And I will tell you this about... Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit, because one thing I did want to talk about, and kind of the importance of YouTube golf and where I'm going and where this journey is for me, and then we'll kind of end this here. But I have been unhealthy most of my life. I'm a big guy. I've called the channel Fat Man Golfing. Like I said, sounds a bit like Dead Man Walking, which is really how I have felt for the last 10 years probably. Maybe not that bad. I'm probably exaggerating. I exaggerate a lot. But, it's just something that I have struggled with my whole life with my weight. It's gotten worse. And, I've always been relatively healthy physically, even though I've been overweight, as far as being able to move around. But the last, as you get older, I hit 45. The last 10 years, it has really just kind of taken a dive downhill. So golf, for me, the first thing is physical exercise. That's why I'll be doing it every day. And, get my bucket of balls for now, as it goes, a couple buckets of balls, and really get my practice, get my game up, get my swing down, and just move forward. But golf to me it's a lot more than just a physical game. It's a lot more than just exercise. It's a mental thing. I enjoy golf so much. And, when you're unhealthy, I don't know how many people out there, when you're unhealthy, you don't find joy in a lot of things. And it's been hard. I've not been able to golf. I've really not been able to do a lot of things that I do. But golf is something that I've always found joy and peace out when I'm, out in nature, on the course. Even just hitting golf balls at the driving range. It's not something I've done a lot of in my life. The prep, all the things that golfers do to become better. Yeah, I never did that. I just went out because I really enjoyed the game. But now I have a chance to, do something different for myself. Mentally, it will be a great help. I have struggled in my life. I'm sure a lot of people can relate with this. Struggled with depression throughout my life. And I know that, doing something for myself, which golf is definitely something for myself, although my wife and hopefully, stepdaughters and kids will, son and daughter will join me as time goes on. But for right now, this is for me. This channel is going to be for me to be able to look back on, review, see where I am, take video of my swing, see where that is, and talk with you guys. You guys have any hints, ideas, things that I'm missing? I'm not going to mess too much. As you'll see, I've taken a lot of the hints that I've gotten from these golfers, these YouTube golfers that I've mentioned, and kind of use them to make things work for me. I've had to adjust them to fit my body, to fit my skills, to fit my strength, where it is. I will say the one thing, one piece of information that I picked up that I used today, first time I've ever used it, was loosening my grip. And although my grip is stronger, I have started to really kind of feel it loosen my grip up as I get to the top of my swing. And just bringing it down is just amazing. Now, my balls don't go far. I found, all right, my driver goes about 150 yards in the air. Anything above a 7 iron goes, well, anything above a 6 iron goes about 100 to 125 yards. 8, 9, doesn't matter, somewhere in there. My wedges are sitting somewhere between, let's see, my 60, I have a 16 of pitching right now. I'm going to be buying a sand wedge, but my 60 goes about 80 yards in the air, flopping. I mean, I'm hitting it, just the moving my weight forward that I picked up from Grant has given me a loft to my ball that I have never ever had. It's just, it's amazing, just a little bit of work on your swing and practice, what that can do. But yeah, that's where I am right now. Like I said, I will, as much as I can, bring you guys out to the driving range with me whenever I go golfing. I'll see what, you know, if I can bring you guys on. I don't know exactly what permissions I have to have and everything, so I will find that out as I go forward. But anyways, that's it. I will fill you guys in. I'm sure these will get better and more prepared and everything, but just as I'm sitting here enjoying the sun in my car, relaxing after hitting the driving range and doing all the other things that I have had to do today. Yeah, just sit down, relax for a little bit, say hello to you guys, put this down, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Moving forward, the channel, Fat Man Walking, go ahead, subscribe, like, as you do with the videos, and we'll move forward and see where we go. I appreciate it. Thank you.